Hi guys, Billy back, and this time we're going to be looking at the Dark Knight Two-Face figure 2.0 by Hot Toys, MMS 546. Now this has been out for a little while, but in the UK, Kapow Toys had a bit of a sale on Hot Toys, so I ended up picking this guy up for a really good price. Not only that, but I managed to pick up an old Iron Man figure from Iron Man 3, the Iron Man Mark 25, aka Striker. And I wasn't sure if I was going to pick this guy up or not, but I just kept looking at him. You know when it's one of those figures on the edge of your periphery vision where you're just like, oh, if I can pick that up I will, but I don't know yet. I've got so many pre-orders. It's one of those, yeah, maybe, no, yeah, no, maybe. I've added it to the cart a few times from Sideshow. I've added it to the cart on a few different sites, and I was just waiting for the right price, and Kapow Toys delivered. So not only did I get it for a great price, he comes with a shipper as well, which is always a bonus in my books. Anyway, let's get to unboxing him. Okay, so I've taken the shipper off, and ooh, you can see it's a Sideshow Exclusive, despite the fact that I just bought it on a normal website. So it's been really fascinating to see what's been going on over the last year and a half with Hot Toys. We've seen some figures that would normally just fly off the shelves still sit there, so I don't know if they're just making large quantities of these figures now, because I recall even Stan Lee, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Spaceman Stan, you can still pick that figure up, which is surprising to me because you would think that that would have gone very quickly, but then I guess it's a periphery character from the MCU. More people are into their like Captain Americas and their Iron Men. Stan Lee probably doesn't get as much of a look in past his initial first figure release. But I was absolutely shocked to see that this guy went into the sales. I honestly don't know why. This is a Dark Knight figure. People will start to snap this up once that new Dark Knight Batman figure gets released by Hot Toys. I think it's the DX19. Once that comes out, you will see these figures be sought after by so many collectors, because once they get that Batman, they will want Two-Face, they will want Joker, they will want the Batmobile, you know. So if you do get a chance of picking this up, I recommend getting it sooner rather than later, because you'll be kicking yourself once that DX19 comes out, and you'll be going to the secondary market and, you know, facing the wrath of eBay. But however, you can see the packaging is really nice. Again, it's sort of like it's a split personality between this sort of matte texture here and this super glossy texture. Then you can see that there is a coin in the middle, which is half and half, which is, you know, the scarred up, burnt up end of the coin mixed with a vote for Harvey Dent badge. So the politician versus the criminal. This is actually a really nicely designed box. So if you're someone who displays their figures behind the box, this is actually a really nice backdrop for the figure. You can see the Dark Knight logo just up there. On the side, again, it's the same sort of half and half with Two-Face. And on the back, we've got all our blurb. It's mostly matte on the back with a slight bit of gloss running in the bottom right hand corner. Again, it's Two-Face here, but as you can see, it's the opposite. It's mostly gloss with a tiny bit of matte there. Again, dual personalities. Okay, and on the top there you can see that it's half and half again. On the left hand side it's gloss, on the right hand side it's a very rough matte, white and red. So the text here is matte, and then the text here is glossy, which is a really nice touch. They didn't have to do that, but they did. And then the same on the bottom, but with the Dark Knight logo. Okay, let's slip the slip sleeve off. Let's have a look at what we get inside. Okay, and that's the figure there, and you can see there's Harvey Dent. There's all the little accessories, there's his gun. And then on the back we've got the credits. Where's Lemon Poon? Oh, they're not there. What happened to Lemon Poon? I haven't seen them on any of the boxes of Hot Toys since I bought the Johnny Depp Grindelwald figure. But yeah, I miss you, Lemon. Anyway, on the right hand side here you can see it's gloss with a photo of Harvey, and then you can see on the side here it's matte with a picture of Two-Face. I have to say, this is a really nicely packaged item. Again, for a while there you can sort of get a feel for Hot Toys, and a lot of them are very cut and paste, but you can see that this is a package design that is specifically built around this figure, his character and his personality, and I love it when they do that. The typical black clamshell with a clear top. So let's unbox this guy and see what he looks like outside of the packaging. Looking forward to this one. Okay, let's have a look at the old head sculpt here. Take the plastic off. Wow, I like that. Okay, try and get all these bits of plastic off. Okay, once you take him out of the packaging, he does look like he doesn't come with a lot. He comes with enough, but it's not like a plethora of accessories and whatnot. He does come with a stand. He also comes with this revolver, which is really, really nice looking. Does it? Oh yeah, it does pop out, and it does spin. You can see the bullets inside. It looks very classy. A very nice, clean gun, as you would expect from, say, Harvey Dent. He wouldn't be carrying around some old matted, rotten thing, would he? It looks very chunky. Paint on the handle's very good. Nice and chrome. He also comes with this little, I think it's like a whiskey glass. Do you remember in the film when he takes a shot and then he has to wipe his chin because some runs down his mouth? Which just looked painful, didn't it? Like he rubs his chin. It looks like he takes some skin off. Oh, that must have hurt. But that looks really good. You can even see that it's got that sort of like different translucency from the top to the bottom. So it looks like the booze inside is a different colour. A pattern on the outside of the glass. It also comes with a I believe in Harvey Dent badge. See at the back, is there any pins? Nope. Oh, they sculpted it in. Nice one. Okay, and he comes with some coins. And just like my wife says, I'm going to have to use some tweezers for this. Oh no, I dropped one. Oh shit! Fell into the carpet. It took me ages to find this. Okay, I'm going to try and show this because it's so small. But you can see on this side here, you've got the coin and you've got the head there. And if we turn it around to the back without dropping it this time, we can see the head is there, but it's all scratched up as well. And it's dirtier, which is really nice attention to detail. I do like that. He also comes with 3 hands. Now one of the hands looks like this. I think this is the coin holding hand. And I really don't like that seam on the hand there. That is quite ugly. Again, it is his this side hand, so I don't know, maybe you could say that he got it reattached during the surgery or something. But yeah, doesn't look that good, does it? Which is a shame, because you know they're not afraid to give this guy a seam, but they won't give Gamora or Nebula, you know, ankle pivot. It's very strange, but yeah. So if you are going to hold this guy with the coin, you're going to have it at an angle where you're sort of hiding that seam a little bit. But he also comes with a gun holding hand, and they're all nicely sculpted, well painted, as with all Hot Toys. He also comes with some extra buttons for his suit. Now at this size, they're more like sequins than they are buttons. And then we have the figure, and the stand is very nice. It's got a very nice sort of two-face design on there with the Bat logo, and it has a metal nameplate. Yay! It just adds a little bit more class to the figure, in my opinion. Overall, it's an okay amount of accessories. I'm not entirely sure what more he would have come with, really, but you know, when you are buying these figures, the more they come with, the more overwhelming it is to unbox everything, the more pleasure you get from it. Okay, looking at the head sculpt, it is absolutely breathtaking what they've done with all this sort of scarring and damage to the actual head sculpt. They've done a great job. You can see when I'm flicking it towards the light, you can see that sort of glossiness, and you can see the translucency. You can see the red, but you can also see, oh my god, it's almost like you can see like a bit of the veining and the skull underneath. Blimey, that is really good. Like, I remember the first Hot Toy and it looked great, but the likeness was a bit off. But with this one, you can definitely see the actor, can't you? When you turn it that way, it's definitely him. And then when you turn it this way, oh, it's grim. I do like the way they've painted those teeth as well. They look very sort of enamelled, don't they? Very ceramic looking. Ooh. And you've got all the sort of veins and the sinew, and you can see all the veining in the eye there. And like I said, when he wipes his chin and it exposes the bone more, ooh, that's proper grim, that. But yeah, they've got all the paint flecking in the skin to show off that texture. The way they're painting the hair now, they're giving it slightly pearlescent sheen to make it look more realistic, and it's very nicely sculpted. And if we come down and have a look at this suit, we can see that it fits quite nicely. The original one was a little bit ruffled, a little bit thick and puffy, but this one they finally nailed the sort of collars on shirts, and it looks really, really good. And ties as well, you know, they don't puff out as much, they don't just jut out forward or, you know, just look really thick. They've gotten the textures and the fabrics down to make them nice and thin, and then the shirt underneath actually looks like a real shirt with all the little tiny buttons on it. He's even got a bit of a ponch on the belly here. Oh, hang on, let me just straighten it out because it's probably not as bad. Yeah, no, it was just it was just the body was a bit ski whiff in the torso area. I thought they'd given him a bit of a paunch. They have sculpted the muscles in underneath, and then they've painted all this area here. They've gone through, giving it all the sort of like the black burning, so like the melting of the suit, like the polyester suit type thing. Bits of red, bits of black, and it matches with the design of the head. And then on the bottom here again, you can see they've got all that paint and stuff and texturing. You can see somebody probably sat there for ages painstakingly painting these. Or they use some sort of transfer print or 3D printing onto the suit itself. I don't know the processes, but either way, it looks great. Look at the little buttons on the suit jacket here. They've even sewn in the pleats on the jacket. The pockets aren't real, but that's okay, I'll forgive that. They've ironed the seam into the trousers, and you can see that lovely straight stitching on the side of the pants. And then lovely glossy shoes to show him off. We saw something similar with like John Wick, so they know what they're doing when it comes to suits now. And speaking of small details, we can see in this hand here they've added a tiny little crease into the thumb, and I've never seen that on any other Hot Toy figure, so I'm pretty certain this is specific to this character. But tiny little details like that can really make a figure stand out. One of the only problems I will say is that the suit is going to get some creasing in it, but you can see you can get like over a double bend in the arms there. But this isn't a very dynamic action character. You won't be posing him in lots of crazy different poses, especially with the suit and shirt on, because that shirt will start to ride up and that. But yeah, if we're going to look at articulation, he can look down about that much, he can look up a lot more, he can look left and right, and he's got a little bit of tilt there, but he can spin all the way round. Shoulder wise, he's got a butterfly joint. He can do almost a T pose, but the suit restricts it a little bit. Again, double bend in the arms. He does have bicep swivel. He does have wrist pegs, and they can pivot a little bit, but also spin 360. Torso wise, he does have a lot of bend. He does have waist swivel. He can pivot from side to side. Legs can go up to about there. There is thigh swivel, there is a double ratcheted bend in the knees, and the ankle peg gives a lot of generous movement, a hell of a lot, way more than you need for this guy. He can almost Van Damme it, and he can almost kick his own butt. You know, overall, I really like this figure. The suit, the head sculpt, and I even like the accessories he comes with. However, I will say that the price I bought him for is probably the price he should be naturally. Now, they elevated the price on Hot Toys, and they're over £200 now, which for me personally, I think makes them a little bit more of a question mark in terms of whether you really want that item or not, because you're creeping into like gaming console pricing territories. But I got this guy for sub £200, and I genuinely think that that is the price he should be going for. And at that price, he is a definite must buy. However, if you're looking at £220, £240, £250, then I would say he is coming up a little bit short in terms of accessories and just in the figure in general. But sub £200, I think I paid £190 for this guy. Definitely worth it. And I figure if he was priced at that originally from the get-go, he would have sold out ages ago. Honestly, I would say try and grab Two-Face now while you still can, because once they release that DX19 Batman, they're obviously, come on, you know they're going to do DX20 as the Joker again. You know it. It's almost textbook at this point. But if they do that, then people are definitely going to try and snatch this guy up as well. So do yourself a favour, pick him up while he's fairly priced, and you'll save yourself the tears much later on down the line. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. If you do me a favour now, if you can get the fuck out of my cave, I'm going to try and put this guy on my Batman shelf that's already full and overloaded already, and I don't know where he's going to go, but I just couldn't say no to this at the price it was. I'm such a sucker. Okay guys, bye bye.